These are the cars world's billionaires own. For some, it's an all-out spending spree for the most expensive and luxurious cars they can get, while others may want to maintain a collection of old and rare cars until the end of time. But not all billionaires want a high-end with all the bells and whistles. Instead, they want a simple four-door car that doesn't cost too much. Of course, none of these billionaires only have one car. They own more than one car. But this list is based on their daily drivers, or the cars they use to get to work every day. Some of these come as a complete surprise, while others follow lines that were expected. Some of the richest people in the world, like Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, Bill Gates, and Larry Ellison, made their money on Wall Street and drove amazing cars around the city. Here are the top 8 billionaires' cars. But before we start our countdown, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon as well. Elon Musk. Musk is different from every other billionaire, perhaps because he does things in unusual ways, like sharing memes on Twitter. The richest person in the world got his money from PayPal, Tesla, and SpaceX, which changed the way people think about space travel. Musk is the CEO of the electric car company Tesla, which may have changed the way electric cars are made on its own and has even sent a Tesla Roadster into space. His most famous car may have been the McLaren F1, which he bought after selling his first company, Zip2, to Compaq in 1999. It cost around $1 million at the time. In a famous CNN TV interview with a young Musk, that car was also shown. But the silver car got into an accident in 2000, and 7 years later, Musk sold it. Since it first came out, car fans have thought of the McLaren F1 as one of the best and most expensive cars of all time. Only 106 were ever made, which makes them very valuable to people who like cars. Even in 2020, a McLaren F1 sold at an auction in Pebble Beach, California, for $20.5 million US. This shows how well known the car is. Musk also drives a Tesla Roadster, a modified Hammond BMW M5, a Ford Model T that was given to him as a gift, and a Jaguar Series 1 E-Type that he owned at least until 2017. Jeff Bezos. One of the richest people in the world is Jeff Bezos, who started Amazon and owns the Washington Post. Bezos and Musk are usually at the top of Forbes' list of the richest people in the world, even though Bezos, who is 57, owns a Gulfstream G650er and a lot of real estate. He is not known for his cars. Even though he has enough money to buy almost any car ever made, Bezos is said to like simple cars. Before Amazon went public in 1997 and made him rich, Bezos drove a 1987 Chevy Blazer. He bought a green Honda Accord, which was shown on the 1999 CBS show 60 Minutes, which was hosted by Bob Simon. A Honda Accord is a midsize family sedan that starts at about $25,500 US for the year 2022. The car comes with either a 1.5-liter VTEC turbocharged engine with 192 horsepower or a 2-liter VTEC turbocharged engine with 252 horsepower. Several technologies that help the driver, like the collision mitigation braking system, adaptive cruise control, and low-speed follow, are among its most important features. Bill Gates. Bill Gates is a businessman who has made a lot of money. Gates, on the other hand, is a real car fanatic. Since he became famously rich, he has been proud to own several powerful cars. Everyone who knows even a little bit about billionaires or cars knows how much he loves Porsche. In 1979, when Microsoft was just starting to grow, Gates bought a Porsche 911 as his first extravagance. He drove the pearlescent turquoise beauty through the sandy areas of Albuquerque, New Mexico, and was even arrested for driving it recklessly. But his newest thing, a Porsche Taycan, is what we should pay attention to. Gates bought the all-electric car in 2020, a few months after it came out in September 2019. There are 10 different versions of the car, from Taycan to Taycan Turbo S Cross Turismo. It can go from 0 to 100 km per hour in 2.8 to 5.4 seconds, depending on the model. Its top speed is between 220 and 260 km per hour. Most Taycans use a lithium-ion battery with 93 kWh to power the two electric motors. The buyer can change it, especially when it comes to the inside. Gates has had cars like the Porsche 959 and the Ferrari 348. Bernard Arnault. Arnault is the CEO of LVMH Moët Hennessy Louis Vuitton SA, which makes things like Louis Vuitton leather goods. It is the largest luxury goods company in the world. Arnault is one of the wealthiest people in the world, so he knows how to use his money. Even though he has an island, business jets, and a yacht in his collection, Arnault doesn't seem like a car fanatic. Compared to the other things he has, his car isn't very fancy. Arnault is said to drive a BMW 7 Series luxury sedan, usually the BMW 760 Li, which can go from 0 to 100 km per hour in 3.8 seconds and can go as fast as 250 km per hour. Mark Zuckerberg. Mark Zuckerberg doesn't need a start. By making Facebook in his Harvard University bedroom in 2004, the 37-year-old changed the way billions of people around the world talk to each other today. Zuckerberg is one of the youngest billionaires in the world, and he is about to change the world again. He changed Facebook's name to Meta Platforms in October 2021. So, what kind of car does Zuckerberg drive to get around? He bought a Pagani Huayra supercar in 2014, according to reports. But that is probably the only four-wheeler in his collection that really stands out. The rest are regular cars like Acura TSX, Volkswagen Golf GTI, Mercedes-Benz V-Class, and Honda Fit. A twin turbocharged 6.0-liter V12 engine gave the 2014 Pagani Huayra 730 horsepower and a top speed of 360 km per hour, according to reports. It cost $1,400,000 at the time. Warren Buffett. Buffett is the CEO of Berkshire Hathaway, but he is better known around the world for giving money to good causes. He promised to give away more than 99% of his money, and Forbes says he has already given over $45 billion to charities, including the Gates Foundation. When it comes to the cars he owns, he drives a 2014 Cadillac XTS, which he bought. At the time, it sold for about $45,000 in stores. Maybe the 100-year-old likes Cadillac because he used to drive a 2006 Cadillac DTS before Mary Barra, the CEO of General Motors, talked him into getting a better car. He gave his DTS to a charity and used the money to buy an XTS. The Cadillac XTS is a high-end sedan with an elegant look. It stands out because of its big high-gloss bumper and its sleek headlights on each side. A version of the car that comes out in 2019 is powered by a twin-turbo 3.6-liter V6 that makes 410 horsepower and can go from 0 to 96.5 km per hour in 5.2 seconds. Steve Ballmer. Even though Ballmer's time as CEO of Microsoft from 2000 to 2014 wasn't very exciting, he was in charge for about 14 years. Ballmer is one of the top 10 Forbes billionaires and now owns the NBA team Los Angeles Clippers. He has been using his money for the public good by setting up a $2 billion fund to help Americans get out of poverty and investing in a company that makes software for nonprofits and government agencies. People say that Ballmer likes Ford cars because his father was a manager at Ford Motor Company. In 2009, when Ballmer worked for Microsoft, Ford CEO Alan Mulally brought a Ford Fusion Hybrid with Sync to the Microsoft campus and gave it to Ballmer in person. The Sync is a voice-activated system for communication and entertainment that was made by Ford and Microsoft together. Larry Page and Sergey Brin. Sergey Brin and Larry Page may be the most well-known people in the history of the Internet. After all, they made Google, which is one of the most important parts of the World Wide Web today. Both founders are billionaires on their own, and their big ideas keep them in the news. Page has designs in flying cars, but he may not have flown any of them. Brin, on the other hand, is said to be working on a project involving airships, but details are still being kept secret. Even though Page and Brin are working on different projects at the moment, they have a lot in common as old friends who built a huge business and technology company. This could be why they've both had the same kind of car. Page and Brin both drove Toyota Prius cars on their trip. As for the car itself, the elegant sedan model from 2022 is just stunning to look at. It has a 1.8-liter, four-cylinder hybrid engine that makes 121 horsepower, or 90 kilowatts, total. Tesla is the other car company that stands out in the minds of the two geniuses. Brin's 2013 Tesla Model S got a lot of attention on the internet after Google employees played a joke on him on April Fool's Day. So, that's it for today. We hope you enjoyed the video. Tell us what you think about the video in the comments section below. Also, make sure to subscribe to our channel and click the bell button to get updates when we post new videos.